Hello everyone and welcome. It's our angel numbers time for the week. Missed this a week or 2 weeks in a row, I think. So it's nice to get back into the rhythm of getting some insights for the week ahead. So we'll grab some angel cards. We'll use tarot cards for clarity. We'll dip into some charms, see how they fall as well. But you'll see I have some Grabovoi codes here. I believe I pronounced that correctly. So I might pull one pending out like how the cards fell out. Maybe one per pile, or maybe we'll just get one for the week. But essentially, these are codes that you can repeat in your thoughts aloud. You can draw them in the air on things with your finger or with pens, just to get that vibrational energy going towards you. So each code has a different significance behind it. So we'll see how they pair up. Maybe that'll be the game this week. For those of you who know me and my angel number readings, I like to use them as a way to kind of just validate our intuitive nature and how all things kind of connect here that I'm drawn to pull together. So I timestamp if you just want to jump to the messages. Otherwise, we'll get into the process here. So I might back up the camera to start. And I have this interesting pairing of zombie cards, so sort of the humankind undead, right? With angels, angelic energy. And then we have angel numbers as well as the codes as well. So a nice use of attractive energies here, powers of manifestation. I'll just move the dish for now, just so we have the room. We'll start with the angel numbers to see how many messages we have this week with the angels. Like I said, it's been a while since we checked in, so this week ahead, mid-September, what messages do the angels want to share with us? Help us prepare, motivate us, get us through the week ahead, highlight for us sometimes as well. Let's see here, where do they want me to dig? Bit of a cascading effect. Maybe that's how the week will feel. Bit of a easy river into the weekend. Maybe a nice little waterfall here into the next week. See how the cards want to pair up. And then we'll get into the charms as well. And our codes. Okay. So we're going to have a couple per. Okay. And one kind of standout one. Like a lay kick there. What are they called? The Rockettes from formerly Rockefeller Center, I guess. Lovingly known as Rockefeller Center. Okay. See how we want to do the charms. Okay, guess we're starting last. Yep, movement. Work our way backwards here. Interesting. Love the way angels kind of work here. Okay, so move that one out of the way. And we'll bring our codes down. Let's see. Do we want to do one main theme code? Oh, okay. Do the same thing then. Start from the back. I think they want me to spread those out. Okay, so we'll do one per number. We'll see how they match up here. So, got a kind of a main thematic card for the week, And then, like I said, this kind of waterfall effect kind of feels fun, like musical, nice and easy for some reason. Kind of get this easy flow to it. So we'll make a note here that we got a starter card. And then I'll do the timestamps. And then we'll get into it here. Okay. Kicking us off, we have this beautiful, vibrant emerald green leaf. I want to make sure you can see the beauty in it. Get the camera. There we go. Such beautiful opulence to it, vibrancy. I don't know why right away I'm kind of feeling like a very lush kind of vegetation. Maybe it'll be a week full of like good times, opportunities, abundance, like choices, right? A lot of upper options. And then we have the cactus here, which is sort of my reminder for like wellness, whole body wellness. So sort of the water, the 8 glasses of water, right? 8 cups of water kind of feeling I get from this, just head to toe, whole body wellness. You're also beautiful, shining, opulent green with the 2 little flowers here, and 2 uprights for me is also usually choices. So now we've got twice twice that they've had me mention choices. So this maybe is a week of choices, and maybe the waterfall, the outcomes, the choices throughout the week, the domino effect here, cascading effect. Okay. Well, look at you surrounded by your opulence. And you're kind of ignoring your thoughts here. This isn't really you drowning out your surroundings. Like, it's not you drowning out your family, but it's more so quieting your thoughts so that you can focus in on this decision you need to make. See how you've got 2 uprights, left or right, this or that. But you got to quiet your mind, still your mind here. But you're surrounded by everything that you kind of want or need here, right? Self-sustaining, self-sustenance again, this whole body wellness, right? You're in the bunker with what you need, survival mode, but there's this quieting of the mind. General theme for the week: hush or calm down the thoughts. Maybe you're overwhelming your thoughts right now. That could be it. But you can't really see the terms. It's probably better on the mat. First number here. We'll start with the number, and then we'll see how the code matches. That'll be our test. Okay. Well, we'll start with the charm, see how it matches to the code, and then, or the number, and then we'll go through the code. We'll see how it all connects here. So we have the foundation here, sort of the kind of the path to follow. But there's like this circular path. Maybe that's why your mind is kind of running, right? Maybe you're kind of stuck in this rut, as they say, stuck in this mode. I'm seeing myself like in a manual vehicle, and you're stuck in gear, right? You can hear the grind of the vehicle, like trying to get into the gear that you're trying to force it into, and then it stalls, right? Like the hole here, it just kind of stalls. So there's kind of this encouragement of, you'll get it, right? You'll get off this path, but you can't stop. Like don't just give in and kind of jump into this hole, right? There's isn't there a new movie or something out right now? It's Exit 8, and the main characters, you kind of follow them as they learn how to progress to from exit 0 and find their way through the loop to exit 8 by breaking the loop. But they have the foundational knowledge, right? They build that up. So kind of encouragement here to keep going here with the foundation that you have in place. A beautiful message here about bonds. 2020. Interesting that they've chosen sort of this fuzziness, right? Out of focus. Can't see the end, right? Can't see the exit, kind of out of focus. But they're drawing you to focus in on the bonds you've made, right? The foundations. You know your steps. Hindsight is 2020. Maybe that's why it's kind of out of focus, right? We always learn by looking back. So look back at the last go around. That's what they do in the Exit 8 series or movie. They look back, they remember, they recall. Get the message here. And then we'll look at the zombie cards, see how our undead pair up. 2020. Things are looking up. You've been focused on building a strong foundation, and it shows. You will be reaping all the wonderful rewards you absolutely deserve. Your connections and partnerships are leveling up, resulting in better productivity and deeper emotional connections. These bonds may also be felt on a spiritual level. Celebrate your achievements. I'm smiling, and you can hear me kind of huffing with my little bit of glee because we have the mention of foundation, right? You've been focused, you've been building, right? Trial and error and building. And then we were talking about focus, but the leveling up with the Exit 8 reference they were giving me, how they were learning and leveling up and going to Exit 1, Exit 2, Exit 3, till they made it through to Exit 8. I love it. Celebrate your achievement. Affirmation. I always make exciting and meaningful connections. Exciting and meaningful connections. Okay. Like, if you're not someone who watches the intro, please watch the intro to see that I'm not purposely placing any of these cards, right? We're talking about bonds, learning from our past, right? Looking back, hindsight's 2020, the foundations you built through your learnings, your experiences, to find what suits you best, right? Obviously, this is a very clear relationship story for some of you this week. So, foregoing what you used to do in the past in relationships and finding that stronger, better, longer lasting bond, right? Lust to love. This is also in terms of career or a passion that you're pursuing, right? Going from sort of that flirtatious stage to that depth of care, of interest, of support. Okay. Bonds. You really couldn't pick two better zombie cards for communicating the message behind bonds, the partnerships, companionships, right, that they said. Okay, so the number that you can use to start activating, turn your time into what makes you happy, right? This is abundance, prosperity, money, if that's it for you, but it can be abundance of heart, right? Love, health, wealth. So 414-8188. So just this week, once a day or throughout the day, you can, like I said, you can just draw it in the air. You can just repeat it in your thoughts, in your minds. Get that to hold that down. turn this time, right, into long-lasting happiness. Interesting that you have to quiet your mind to kind of see this, right? Sometimes we have to just hush everything else that's going on around us. Okay. Just time stamping for the next number. So we have our waterfall, right? So we quiet our mind, we focus in on what's serving us best, building that foundation. That's our launching point moving forward. And then we have beautiful golden gilded crown here. For me, this is definitely sort of like a milestone up ahead feeling in terms of either level of gratitude you're gonna feel towards just like life in general or the universe, right? You're gonna be just so thankful that your life has settled a certain way, or the week has been transpired a certain way, or you received certain news, or there's like this alleviation of dread I'm feeling for some reason, in terms of the type of achievement I'm feeling here. So it's not so much like, for some of you it might be a physical achievement, if that translates to that alleviation of some sort of like improperly placed sense of dread or worry or concern or anxiety, and kind of unlocking the clarity, the knowledge you need to overcome that feeling, that sensation, overcoming those emotions, or that sort of headspace. Okay, truth. There we go. There's the clarity. Again, could just be intuitive, right? Overcoming it yourself. Or the receipt of information, clarity that alleviates the anxiety, right? Like I was saying, something doesn't transpire that you fear would, or vice versa. Something you're hoping happens. Truth. 99. This is a sign from the universe to pay attention. The forces you feel may be attempting to guide you to a better understanding of yourself and your purpose. It often turns up during periods of intense personal development and growth, especially when it's time to make a big life-changing decision. Choices. Here's our choice. Yeah, you have to alleviate anxiety to quiet the mind, right? For this choice. To make the best choice for you and your future, you need to tap into your spiritual side. What feeds your soul? Are you living truthfully? Let one chapter end and a new one begin. Well, we saw that right here. That's the first step that you're doing. Affirmation. I owe no explanations for doing what is best for me. Right? Serve you best. Your crown's chakra. Okay. This is fun. I love how they're using these undead cards, these zombie cards. Because to me, right away, it's kind of like, you know what? Yeah, that looks like fun. Maybe this is football or something. Yeah, that sport looks like fun. But you know what? I'm going to surf. This is more my jam, right? And being completely okay with that, right? Living your truth, your awareness, right? Being in a social group gives me anxiety, so I'm going to be okay saying no to that invite and not feeling guilty about it. It's also knowing your truth this week. That's okay. I don't know how I'm going to fit all this together. I like the energy in that one. And again, it's quiet, right? solo time. I'm just gonna go hit the gym for an hour. Not like a story to the partner, but like obviously work it out with the partner that there's gonna be a babysitter or something. Don't just ditch the commitments on them, but there's like this moment of zen. Okay, and what's the number about? Oh, general well-being. Yeah, there's a lot of like feeling good this week. We have that beautiful number there, 519, and then 377898987. 987 to kind of speed it up. Okay. Let's better this way. It doesn't matter. It'll be in the description below anyways. Okay. Next number here. So we have the fairy, and what's interesting is I left her sitting looking back towards the week, and she's kind of at the end of this waterfall here that we're going through. So the step 1, 2, 3 kind of domino effect, right? Kind of focus on bonds first and then move on kind of thing, right? So she's kind of reflecting back. She's sitting quite reposed here, quite relaxed, legs crossed, hands resting on her knees. It's kind of a nice, easy energy, as I was saying in the intro, that this felt like kind of easing into the weekend here, rolling into the weekend. So maybe you've got a quiet weekend up ahead that you get to look forward to. Maybe that's why you're surfing on in there and kind of ditching this energy, this hectic energy here, and you're like, nope, I'm heading into my weekend with some good kind of calm energy here. Optimism, yeah. 5151. Right, you're ready. Took this week to prepare, easing on into the weekend with calmness. Very magical fairy optimism. 5151. You're on the right path. Keep your chin up and stick with that positive way of thinking. Your goals are within reach. However, there may be quite a few obstacles on the way. Staying optimistic and flexible with your options is the answer. Affirmation, I take action and trust my instincts. Well, look where you're looking. You're looking back at intuition, truth, trusting your instincts, taking action, focusing in on your bonds, focusing in on head to toe, whole body wellness, calming the mind for this upcoming choice. Even this message, right? Optimism. Be prepared for the decision that you're making, right? It's coming up. Stay optimistic, stay flexible. Options is the answer. Stay open to options. Okay. Maybe you had high expectations for September that weren't met yet, so you kind of have to ease in here. Okay. So it's interesting that it's like king, queen of the castle here, right? That childhood game, kind of sitting like the fairy. You can almost place the fairy on top. Kind of this beautiful glow from the fire, matching the warmth, the glow coming off the heart. Kind of centered, right? Focused in, grounded. And I'm getting that king, queen of the castle. So just owning it, right? Owning yourself, who you are. That's your castle, right? Your soul energy. This is who I am. And I'm going to sit in that energy. I'm going to own that energy. And it's going to attract to me, right? Look at all the arms reaching out. It's going to attract to me what I'm seeking. This more optimistic, positive energy. This is who I am. This is here I am for the promotion, the new partnership, right? What's that next bond you're looking for? Be honest with yourself, right? Quiet the mind. Maybe that's what it is. You're all jumbled up here. Once you quiet your mind, you know what your options are. I really want to focus on this first, this second, this third, this fourth. Maybe I should put this up top. Gating down. Okay. Oh. And I'll just move the camera. Make it easy. And the number. Oh, look at that. Attract happiness. Focus your time. Focus on full, true well-being, right? Being honest and true to yourself and happy with self. And attract your happiness. So again, you got your 519 to kick it off, 377, 898, and 987 to speed it up. So twice. Well-being and happiness. 2 numbers, because this one repeats. Right? It's got the extra emphasis, right? It just attracts good energy to you. So well-being and happiness, joy, prosperity, and just focusing your time on what serves you best. What serves you best. That's where your energy goes. All right. So back in the rhythm this week. We'll see how this week transpires. Are we all going to ease into the weekend like we want to do here? Keeping open, positive, optimistic mind this week. And then we'll connect next week and see where we're going. Where are we going? What's this choice? Right? We didn't see the choice yet. We just see the preparation. So what's this brilliant opulence resulting from a choice coming up here? First, we need to be replenished, right? Our reservoirs. We need to be at peace, calm, ready, focused, clarity of mind, ready to go.